laying our 5-star boiler repair in Manchester. Here we are.
And we're in the reality classroom today, and we're going to be looking at this boiler, doing some practicing on changing the flow unit and the return unit. So it's going to be a big job what we're going to be looking at today. And with one of my students, Rufus, and he's going to be carrying out this work today. I've shown you, Rufus, about taking the case off, so you should be okay on that now. So if you remove the case, as I said, in the reality classroom training, we practice on jobs, so we're conversant with them, and then we're more confident when we go out in the field and do them. You can see we've got our step ladders, we're equipped. The purpose of these videos for trainees like Rufus is he can go back and look at his videos, see where any mistakes he made, and he can just rectify them. He can practice in his mind, see him doing the job, and get better and better. So we'll take a closer look. As I said, this is the flow unit on this side. The return unit's on this side. What we plan to do is to remove the total flow unit and the return unit, so we can remove everything in one go, take it out of the boiler. That includes the hot water heat exchanger. And then we'll work out, as I said, outside the boiler, we're going to dismantle the flow unit, going to dismantle the return unit, which will mean removing the plate heat exchanger as well. And then we're going to put it all back. We're going to do some training with my student today as part of his mentorship program. And we're going to have a look around this mid-position valve and its functionality and the wiring and how everything works and flows. And hopefully you'll have a better understanding. We're going to first look at the mid-position valve. So this is it, here as you can see. Now, there's no power on, nothing's not calling. If you look at the valve here, you can see A and B. So A, right, you just want to ask a question?
Yeah, the question is that the cylinders start, send power from the common through the number one, which is the black wire, down to the root, up to the junction box of the orange from the...
No, sorry. Right, we'll go back to the timer.
Okay, timer.
The programmer. So that's hot water. Yeah. So that then sends power from the timer to the common on this under thermostat, which is on that brown. Yeah, you can see the C common.
Yep.
Then it's calling for heat, so it's switches to 1, which is on the black. Yep. That power then just connects across, goes down the black, and connects onto the orange. Yeah. The orange is in turn energizes these two, which represents the pump and boiler. Yeah?
Yep.
We now look at the heating, central heating. That sends power to the common on this room thermostat. It switches and sends power back out again, the room thermostat. That then connects to the white. Yeah. The white then powers into the mid-position valve and makes the mid-position valve motor that it goes to the center mid-position. And then it's sharing. It's doing the heating and hot water. because both thermostats are now calling.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get that bit now?
Yeah, I do.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Okay. And today's boiler is a Valiant Turbomax Plus. In this video, I'm going to show you about replacing the fan. On this boiler, we've got two types of fan. We've got one with a square outlet and a one with a round outlet. So we're going to identify which is which and show you about changing the fan. So what we've done, we've took the case off, as you can see, and I'm checking the burner pressure. Because the water's lukewarm, that's the first thing I'm looking at. I've also checked the working pressure, in case you guys might think, did you check that first? I did, and that's okay, but the burner pressure is too low. So I'll show you where we're up to on that. So we're going to turn the hot water on and I'll show you what the working pressure, the burner pressure is. And we're going to start again. So that's the ignition. So that's as far as it goes. So it should be about 11, something like that, but that's as far as what we got. So let's go over what the possibilities what can be. So you can shut the tap off. So what I'm going to do now is let down this panel so you can see behind it. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is check the gas valve. So I'm going to pull the plug off like that. And it's hard to see, but you've got the pins on the gas valve. If you can get a bit closer, you can see the pins there. I'm going to check the top two and check the resistance reading on that. So if you look at my meter, so that's about correct, what we're supposed to be getting on the top two. I'm going to check the bottom two pins. On this, we've got this on AC. And what we're going to do, this is that cable at the bottom, that's your power coming in. So you put your red on there, and then on your neutral, blue, and we'll check. So no power there, and then keep that on your, if you keep that on your power, the one what you had just originally, there, yeah, and change this to the earth connection. So just touch the earth, or you can just touch the case, the outer bit there, the mergiometer. Again, that's okay. Alright, I'm going to turn it on now and we're going to check for voltage. Before we start, we're going to make sure the power's off. So we're just going to check the power supply. So Adam's going to show you what we do to check the power is off. So if I give me that, your multimeter, and you go across live, I'll show you, and neutral. No, where the fuse is, go to the fuse, the top part of the fuse. No, the fuse is just opposite where you are, right opposite where you are right now. No, opposite. So you're on the neutral, yeah, and then move across to your left. Move across to your left. Right, yeah. That's it. That's your fuse. Your power coming in. Yeah. So we'll check here. So that's off, just 3 volts. And now leave it on your live, on your fuse, and go to your earth. Okay. So what we do with our trainees, we educate them like this so they know parts of the boiler and they're familiarised with the boiler. So Adam's doing his training, as I said, and they're just going to put you on to Adam. He's going to tell you basically how he found A&R boilers to do his mentorship program and for him to get experience and knowledge in this field. So Adam, just tell people what drawing you to us, A&R, and
yes, it's just the real time experience, to be honest. I finished my ACS course, and I just was after a real life work experience and to learn. I've done the course, but I did not have any knowledge, any practical knowledge of the boilers and the repairing. So I needed somewhere or someone to help. So I checked on the internet and I found you guys, and I've seen you, and I thought that, yep, that's for me. So I contacted the company and I spoke with Tony, and I came to Manchester for an interview face to face, and then that was it. That was the start of my journey with the ENR boilers. So, and now I'm doing my training with Tony, which is I found it very helpful, very handy, and it gives me all this real life, real experience and confidence to work with the boilers. Before, to be honest, I was not sure how to take a cover off. But now I'm just every day I'm learning more and more and more. So yeah, it is helping a lot.
That's good, excellent. So if there's anyone out there who wants to follow Adam's footsteps, you know where to call. You can click on the link below this video, and hopefully we can do something for you. Right, what we've just done some boiler repair training in the classroom, and I've got 3 students with me, which we've gone through talking about the basics of heating systems and boilers. And we're just going to go over what we've discussed and what these guys learnt from this particular lesson. And what I'm doing is going to be a series of webinars discussing on the broad sort of knowledge of heating systems, boilers, controls, things what new people don't get shown, they don't get taught this type of information. And these guys have been privileged today to learn some valuable stuff in their quest to better their career. So I'm just going to go over to Isaac. I want to just listen to you, Isaac, on what you learnt from this information, what you just heard today.
All right, thanks, Tony, for this bringing this classroom training together. What I've learned today is my grey area. I've always told you I know my grey area in the area of position valves. The wiring and how they work. So like the bits that I really enjoyed and which I've really learned from now is the position valves. Talking about the mid position valves, which is the Y plan, the way the wires are being wired, and the differences between the wiring between the Y plan and the 2-port valves, which is the S plan. So I have a better understanding of how the wires are being wired now. So if I come across them now, I think I'm confident I can carry out my test to see how it operates.
Okay.
So that's it.
Excellent. So Isaac is just started out in his career, and but now he's coming to this classroom training because he's part of this mentorship program. So guys out there, if you join this mentorship program, this is the type of information what you're going to learn within the program. Now I'll go over to Adam. Did you learn anything today, Adam, of what you heard and seen?
Yeah, I learned about the heating system, about the different types of heating system, gravity fed and open vented and sealed systems, and how they work, and how the system's been filled, and how the water goes through the circle and comes back, and the thermal store, which was very good personally for me, and just to learn how it works and how it gets its heating and how it heats water inside the store through the boiler and the panel, which is got
the solar panel,
and the immersion heater.
Yeah.
So I learned all these different types of heating system, which is very, very helpful.
Yeah, so what we was discussing now, Adam said, we talk about thermal storage units and how they work. I was saying to the guys that I told them about a normal type of cylinder and the difference between that and a thermal store cylinder, and when they see one they know what to look for now. They know how it works and what's entailed inside that, so they won't be confused and bamboozled by this type of installation. And Rufus, what did you learn from this?
I've learned quite a few things for today's topic, really, which is type of heating system. We've been familiarized with we have open vented, we have hot water gravity system, we have fully pumped system, combination system, and thermostat system, underfloor heating system, So we have a good understanding of them, on how it works really, and how we might come across them in our everyday career in this job, really. The most fascinating thing to me in particular is a good understanding of the S plan and the Y plan. It has always been a confusing stuff for me in the past, but today I appreciate that you throw more light to things for me to understand, So it's a good thing to take on today, really. I have a better understanding than I ever had before now.
Excellent. And that's what you will achieve on this program. These guys have, as I said, they're new in the industry compared to probably guys 5-10 years, and may not fully understand what these guys have just done. So, as I said, this is great information for people who want to learn and become better. So that's a sneak preview into what's coming up in the future webinars, what I'm going to be doing, and stay tuned for further developments.
Google A&R 5-star boiler repair in Manchester, here we are. Google A&R 5-star boiler repair in Manchester, here we are. Boiler repair, here we are. Manchester, A&R boiler repair, here we are. Manchester, A&R boiler repair, A&R